Welcome to the State of Wyoming Subject Matter Minute, where we cover a wide variety of subjects related to State of Wyoming employment. This information is for you and me, the state employee. From hidden benefits to systems and processes, we'll make your job easier by giving you the lowdown, the how-to, and hopefully entertain you a bit along the way. And now, today's Subject Matter Minute.
Hello and welcome to another Subject Matter Minute. I hope everyone got out to enjoy that beautiful fall before it turned on us. It was really nice, right? So it cracks my wife up, but I still run into you guys out there where, you know me, but I don't know you, right? She considers it fame. I keep reminding her that it's Wyoming fame, so it's kind of a small group. But I was in Cheyenne a few weeks ago and I ran into a couple of state employees, great state employees. I wanted to give a shout out to Benoit, who I ran into on the campus of YDOT, and then also to Brenda from the health department, who I ran into later at the Albany. Thanks for saying hello. It was great to get to meet you guys. Okay, so something serious to talk about here. I've been starting to get a little bit horrified by my hairline and my bald spot, and it all merging right here. And I'm starting to think that it's time to just shave it on down to the skin. I'm curious what you guys think. It's been a while since I've asked for your input, and this is a serious matter, a life change, if you will. So let me know what you think down in the comments. All right, let's talk about the subject of this Subject Matter Minute. Today I'm going to talk about a new insurance offering by the state, pet insurance. Before I get started, I want to thank the folks down at EGI for going over my information, making sure I had everything right. Like is so often the case, they are this episode's subject matter experts. All right, so back when I had dogs, I'm not even sure pet insurance was a thing, and I'm sure I wouldn't have even considered buying it back then. However, these days, I think it might be a pretty good idea, right? We're paying as much for healthcare for our pets as we do for ourselves. Right? I have some friends who are currently trying to wrap their brain around the idea of repairing their dog's ACL for the mere sum of $3,000. And was it 20 years ago or so? Our dog suddenly lost the use of its rear legs. She was paralyzed. So we took her down to Fort Collins, and $1,500 later, they said that there was nothing they could do. Now, my dog did slowly recover the use and regain most of her ability, but that was $1,500 20 years ago. Okay, so anyways, the state is now offering pet insurance through MetLife. Okay, this is a voluntary benefit, which means we pay for it on our own, out of our pocket. And also, this is something that cannot be payroll deducted. Okay, now I honestly have no idea if these rates are better than other rates out there. Okay, it's a group plan, so they should be. But just so you know, I have not gone out and done comparisons with individual plans that are out there. So you might want to. Okay, so what do you get? Insurance plans that can cover the entire pet family with no breed exclusions, freedom to visit any U.S. veterinarian and get reimbursement up to 90% of the cost of services, family plans covering multiple cats and dogs on one policy, 24/7 access to telehealth services for immediate assistance, discounts up to 30% and additional offers on pet care where available, and also optional preventive care coverage, okay? And finally, coverage of previously covered pre-existing conditions when switching providers, switching to MetLife. All right, so we control the monthly cost by adjusting three components. All right, the amount of coverage, the deductible, and the reimbursement percentage. You can have coverage from $500 to unlimited. Okay, you can have deductibles from $0 to $2,500, and reimbursement percentages from 50% to 90%. Okay, you can see here what's covered. The optional preventive coverage that I mentioned earlier includes things like flea and tick, spay and neuter, heartworm, behavioral training, teeth cleaning, and more. Of course, there are some pre-existing conditions that they won't cover. You can see what these sorts of things are on the MetLife website. I've included the link down in the show notes. In fact, most of the information that you might need about this is linked in the show notes. Okay? There are also very clear instructions for how to get a quote and to sign up. Okay, the quote system allows you to add multiple pets, so it's pretty handy. We are currently pet free, but I think if we were to get back into the pet life, we would definitely look into pet insurance. Our paralyzed dog that I mentioned earlier had to use a doggy wheelchair, and I remember that wheelchair being hundreds of dollars by itself 20 years ago, right? The pet industry knows that our pets are family, and they certainly charge as if they are, right? All right, so check out the coverage. It may be just what you need to reduce one area of financial stress in your life. Okay, that's it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time, with or without hair.
You have been watching the Subject Matter Minute with Matt Nagy. Please help us out by subscribing. And join us next month when we'll cover another topic of interest for all State of Wyoming employees. Again, thank you for joining us on the Subject Matter Minute.